Hello everyone and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. This is Colin and today we are going to start Adventure 3 for the Titan Awakens campaign for Dungeon Alliance. Now I do want to mention I'm recording this back to back with my last playthrough, so if there are any errors there, it's going to carry forward here. I'm going to make sure and put a note up. You'll see if there's anything really bad that I need to make sure you know about. And also don't forget to turn on those Klingon subtitles for any other errors that I may see after editing. So with that, let's go ahead and set ourselves up for Adventure 3. Here we have our 3 quests that we can complete. We have our dimensional displacement. To trigger this, we can draft 3 blue dungeon tiles to place this in any dungeon room. Rotate the room 90 degrees clockwise and then remove all of its archway tokens. To resolve it, we need to open 3 doors leading to that room. That's so cool. Then Lady Eleanor. So Lady Eleanor seeks 3 lost artifacts. Defeat 3 level 2 or higher monsters. I had a problem with that last time. To place Lady Eleanor in the dungeon. While adjacent to Lady Eleanor, remove 3 owned artifacts from the game. Now, I don't believe that means from the campaign. It just means from the game itself. I have to have 3 artifacts. I'm starting the game with 1 already, so that is slightly doable. Our third one is Castrum. I decided to pull out Castrum. When I pulled it out randomly, I was going to put it back since I already have a video where we took on Castrum, but I technically didn't actually beat him, so I want to beat him this time. Castrum the Lich has ambitions that transcend life and death. We need to defeat 3 zombies and or death fairies to place the entrance to the ancient crypt in the dungeon, and then we need to defeat him. I thought it would be good to remind ourselves of 2 of our campaign cards that we have here. Aspirations. Our hero that has this on them is Iyipsi. She has, every time she defeats an enemy, you can actually spend an XP to convert it into a campaign token. Also, we have adversaries that during the even-numbered rounds, if they're not in the same room, will gain a campaign token, and they cannot move through each other. And that would be Krolt, our dwarf, and Iyipsi, our elf. We have a bunch of other cards, but they're ones that I don't think we need to talk about specifically. But yeah, we've got a nice list here. Kind of love it. We've drafted more than 7 cards into our deck, so we are going to start off with a hand size of 8 and a discard limit of 5. We actually have 2 blue level 1 tiles here, a Death Fairy, 2 Centaurs, and let's draw that top card for our AI deck. So that's going to remove one of the tiles, activate an enemy, otherwise we would lose 1 XP. Here we have our 4 heroes that we're playing with. I've kind of grown attached to them. It's kind of crazy. We have Mirabelle, we have Iyipsi, we have Krolt, and we have Emanon. Don't you love all these different things that are happening for these 3 heroes? Emanon, he's a monk. He's totally pure. Got nothing going on. Nice and simple. First of all, we have 1 trait on Mirabelle. That because she is a disciple of Dragonfly. So whenever we activate her, we get to draw a card. We also have the Cloak of the Guardian here. This is an artifact that's out on the table. Whenever one of your heroes takes damage, reduce the damage by 2. This does not prevent damage from enemy heroes or prevent poison damage during the end phase. But that is somewhat ridiculous. We have our deck of cards right here. We get to draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's check them out. We have Drain of Vigor. We have Track, Critical Strike, Meditate, Kaith, Minerva, Counter-Strike, Dark Recall. Nice. Here we have our draft area of 5 cards. No story cards right now. I believe we only have 1 or 2 left in the deck. Let's go ahead and start off with Mirabelle. So we'll place her token spinningly on her card. First thing we get to do, because she is a Dragonfly disciple, we'll draw a card. We have Magic Bolt. That's not very helpful. What we're going to do then is start with our action card track. We can draw 1 card, and then we can maybe spend more movement points to draw more. Oh, we got the Bronze Golem. We have 5 movement points. Let's go ahead and spend 2 of those. So we'll have 3 left to draw 2 more cards. We have Burning Desolation, and we have Hack. Oh man, we're not getting her cards. I think this is going to be the first time I'm going to activate her without using her battle tactic. Kind of a bummer. We've used 2 movements so far. Let's use movement 3 and let's explore this door. We're going to find those 2 Centaurians right here. I have a plan. And of course that plan is taking out both of those enemies if I do this right. The Centaurians have 4 attack, 2 armor, 5 movement, 4 health. They have marksmanship as an ability. The Centaur's targets do not benefit from obstruction defense. Let's now go ahead and play the Bronze Golem. We can do this because we are a gnome type. This Bronze Golem can attack for 4, which will mean we'll only deal 2 wounds. However, it attacks the same target 2 times. So that means with 2 attacks of 4, we can take out 1 of those Centaurians. That is 2 XP earned and 1 enemy done. Then we will use Drain Vigor and Magic Bolt. We're going to play those cards face down as a burst of strength so we can play another card of the same type. Hello, Kaith, my old friend. What do you say we take out the other Centaurian with your 6 attack? That's 4 health, 2 armor. No problem. 2 more XP. We just earned 4 XP and we didn't even have to attack. I need to remember that we did trigger the dimensional displacement because we did draft a blue dungeon tile. And of course, I got so excited, I forgot to reveal another level 1 tile. We have a gargoyle and a zombie. We can now draft a card, and I am looking at 2 cards over here that I like. Look at this Helm of Guidance. It can be played by any one of our heroes. That's why I kind of like this one. Whenever you or your pet attacks this turn, even a pet, this can affect a pet attack too. Roll 1 combat die and add the result to your attack total. This does not apply to effects that cause automatic damage, or we could just have elusive. We could play that either on our gnome or on Krolt. That could give Krolt some dodge defense. You can play it when you get attacked. I think I might go with the Helm of Guidance first. So I'm going to spend 2 of my 4 XP that I just earned taking out those 2 Centaurians to get this card and put it into my hand. And then we'll replenish it with, the Elite Guardian, a story card. I then can discard and draw. I'm going to discard Critical Strike, Meditate, Counter Strike, and Hack. That means I have 4 cards left in my hand. Can you tell who I'm thinking of activating? So we can draw 4 more. We have, there's Point Blank. There's Rapid Fire, King Titan, and the Major Healing. We'll move to the AI activation. We're going to discard this tile. That means no zombies. I was hoping for that zombie. We'll flip this one over and we get 4 zombies. Okay, that's actually not bad. Then we can't activate any of the AI because there's no enemies on the board, so we're just going to lose another XP. That puts us down to 1 available XP. We'll then draw our next AI card. This one, if we don't have enemies to activate, everyone's taking the damage. Let's now go ahead and have Yipsy activate next. The first thing we are going to do for her is play her Dark Recall. We can draw 3 cards or grab 1 from the discard pile. I don't have any from the discard pile I want. So we've got Determination for 1, we have Open Hand Attack for 2, and we have the Energy Spear for 3. I mean, Krolt is looking like he should be the next one. Let's then go ahead and do what we do best, and that is do 1 movement, explore this tile, and we're going to blow this Death Fairy out of the water. We'll place our token here to denote that we've explored there for movement 1. Movement 2, we'll just move here so we have a nice straight line of sight to attack her. This time I will remember to flip over a new dungeon tile. Okay, we got some spiders and a satyr. Oh, and you know what? That's our second blue tile as well. I like it. The Death Fairies here have 3 health, 4 dodge defense, 6 movement. They attack for 0, but they try and move as little as possible, and whatever movement they have left, they'll attack you with. But they only have 3 health. So you know what that means. Yeah, you know what I'm going to play. I have it in my hand. You saw it before. Burning Desolation, 6 attack, ignoring that armor defense. This little gal or guy, I actually don't know if the Death Fairies are boys or girls, it doesn't matter. It's toast. That's 3 more XP, 1 more, and we can go to the level 2 upgrade cards. We now have 4 XP to play with. I might be a bit naive, but I'm assuming this story card is going to bring out an enemy. I mean, look at this guy. So that's why I was okay at defeating that Death Fairy. I'm hoping that when I draft this card, which is what I'm going to do, 1's going to come out and that will activate so we don't all have to take a point of damage. And let's see, we'll replace that card with Bash. Oh yeah, none of us can use Bash because none of us are orcs. Before you stands one of the elite guardians of House Titan.
All who enter this land would do well to pay tribute to the Guardians of Titan.
He contends. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Pay tribute to us or suffer the consequences.
He demands. To pay the Guardian, spend 1 XP. Nah, not going to do that. If you refuse to pay the tribute, place the Guardian token in the same room as one of your heroes. If you defeat the Guardian, I get the XP and gain 2 campaign tokens. That's what I like to see. Here we have his token, 5 attack, 3 movement, 3 armor with 5 health, and he'll give us 3 XP when we kill him. Now, before I forget, Yipsy has aspirations, so I need to remember, every time she defeats an enemy, we can spend 1 XP. So we're going to flip that XP over as used, and we can gain 1 campaign token. Now, if I defeated, let's say, 4 enemies in 1 turn, I could do that 4 times if I wanted. But I want those campaign tokens so I can continue to grow my campaign pool. And remember, I need a total of 12 campaign tokens to have this adventure be successful. However, I will note I can use any excess ones from the previous adventures to carry over to this one. So I'll probably be okay, but I still want as many as I can. I am going to discard 4 cards, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my hand, so I get to draw 3. One will be this one, the Ruthless Commander, and I get to draw 2 more from our discard pile, so I'll shuffle these up. And let's draw this one and this one. Oh, great. 2 that I can't use. Now we'll activate our AI card. We're going to discard, and actually not discard, we're going to remove from the game these 2 cards, replenishing them with, we've got Slumber, and we have the Sacred Warhammer. Then we're going to have to activate an enemy. That Elite Guardian will attack the lowest defense or dodged character, and that will be Krolt for us. It could be Mirabelle, but let's have it be Krolt this time. The Guardian attacks for 5. Krolt only has 2 armor, so it's going to be 3 wounds. We'll flip this over to show that it's exhausted. However, don't forget about our artifact. Whenever one of your heroes takes damage, reduce the damage by 2. So that means we'll only take 1 point of damage for Krolt instead of 3. I like it. Let's then go ahead and draw our new AI card for the next turn. Krolt would love to take out that champion, but here's the thing. If I do that and he attacks, he will not be able to move, and that means he and a Yipsy will be in the same room, and I won't gain my campaign token during the even-numbered rounds because they're adversaries. I can't have that, so I'm going to have Emanon try and take out that champion. Let's see if we can do this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play our ally King Titan. This will give us plus 3 attacks. We have 3 plus the 2, which is a total of 5. I should also put this over there, sorry. So we're at 5 attack. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play that Helm of Guidance. Whenever you and or a pet attacks this turn, roll 1 combat die and add the result to your attack total. This does not apply the effects that cause auto damage. Let's roll that die up. We got a 2, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for our attack. We need 8. Yeah. Beautiful, that actually worked. I have these 2 cards. I will play face down as a burst of strength for plus 1 attack. That's 8 attack, just what we need to take out that Elite Guardian. We'll gain ourselves 3 XP for that and 2 more campaign tokens. Thank you, Emanon. Also, we have now depleted the 8 XP for the level 1 upgrade cards, so we'll move to the level 2 next round. We have a total of 5 XP to play with. Let's use 1 and buy this Sense Secret Door. I think I've tried to get that every game. And we'll replenish that with Stubborn. We have 5 cards in hand. I'm going to keep them all, so we'll draw 3. We've got Meditate. Oh, we can't use that one. We have Counter Strike. Can't use that one. And we have Open Hand Attack. All of those we can't use. We'll then move to our AI card. We're going to lose this card for the rest of the game. Discard this one. We'll replenish both. We've got the Gold Key. I like the name of that. And we have Tactical Advantage. We then have no enemies to activate, so this card we can just discard. Let's grab our 4th one. This one, oh, awesome. If we don't have any enemies on the board, it won't be a problem. We're going to lose Silver Dagger and Sacred Weapon. Last but not least, it's Krolt to go next, and you know the first thing he's going to do is play his Determination card. He gets to draw 1 card. He gets Hack. Oh, that's kind of awesome. He still hasn't gotten his Counter Strike. I was hoping to get that. There isn't any other way I can draw cards, so I think it is what it'll be. I will play our Maneuver card just in case I need additional movement. I'm also going to play Minerva, which will give us plus 3 movement, so we have a total of 6 movement right now. With our 6 movement, we'll move 1, 2. We're going to open up a secret door, and we're going to play our Sense Secret Door card. We'll spend that 3rd movement to attempt to open an adjacent secret door, despite the presence of enemies. Well, there aren't any, so we don't have to worry about that. Add 2 to the attempt to open the secret door. If you succeed, gain 2 experience. Here's the deal. If I roll a 0 and I add 2 to that, it'll be at a 2, which is higher or equal to the dungeon tile I'm trying to find the secret door on. So I believe I just auto-succeed that one, gaining 2 more experience for it. And we're going to find the zombie room. Let's see some zombies. What's nice about this is if I defeat all 4 of these, then we can put out Castrum. Zombies attack for 3, have 1 armor, 2 movement, health of 3. They are undying. Each time they activate, they'll remove the bottom wound token from their pile, so you just want to take them out in one blow. We'll grab another level 1 tile. Oh yay, we have all those lizard men again. I'll use my 4th movement to move here, and then my 5th and 6th movement to move over here. I want to be out of the way so other heroes can come in and help us out, because we do have 4 enemies here, and unfortunately I can only attack 1. Our base attack is 3. We'll add 1 with that for 4 and 3 more with that for 5, 6, 7. That's more than enough to take out the zombie that's right in front of us. We'll gain a 1 whopping XP. I'll still take it. And we've removed 1 of the 4 zombies we need. Actually, we only need 3 zombies to put out the Lich King. I'm then going to use both of these cards face down as a burst of strength to simply heal the 1 point of damage that's on me, so I have no damage now. Let's now move into drafting. There's no card here that I'm loving, so I'm just going to discard the tactical advantage, and let's draw a new one, and we have ambition, so I could buy this if I want it. +2 movement, draw 1 card, and then draw 1 additional card for each of your allies who has not activated this round. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep my XP. That means I can discard and draw, but I only have 2 cards in my deck and 1 card in my hand, so these are our 3 cards. There's that critical strike. We'll then activate our AI card, removing from the game these 2 cards, and we'll place out 2 new ones. We have the Voice of Authority, and we have the Sylvan Bow. Oh, the Voice of Authority looks awesome because that gives us an increased hand size. Then one of those zombies is going to attack us. Well, I did not look at this card enough. Do you see how it says highest defense? The highest defense character is Emanon, and those zombies have a movement of 2. They are not fast, so they're not going to be able to do the top one. The bottom one we're going to have to do, and not the other ones, but the bottom one here, so it can attack Krolt. And we're on Adventure 3, so it's going to add 3 to its attack, attacking any hero that we choose, and it has to be Krolt. That actually stinks. This zombie then will move here, attacking for 6. We only have 2 for our defense, but we'll negate 2 of those because of our cloak. So that's 4. That means we'll only take 2 wounds. That's actually not as bad as I was thinking. And we would flip him over, but it's going to be the end of the round, so we'll just flip him right back. We'll then draw our next AI card, and this one we're going to be discarding tiles. If we don't have any enemies on the board, we're looking at -1 XP. And I would either need to get my gnome over there, or those zombies are going to attack again at a +3. That'll end round 1. I'm going to grab 1 campaign token because they are in different rooms right now for the beginning of round 2. That means we have 4 campaign tokens already. I like it. We're going to move to the level 2 upgrade cards. We're going to discard all the cards that we've played, drawn back up to our hand size of 8. I only have 3 cards in my hand, so that's 5, and we'll start our next round. We'll draw 5 more cards. We have King Titan for 1. We have Minerva for 2. We have the Sense Secret Door for 3. We have Dark Recall for 4. And our 5th one is the Helm of Guidance. Wow, lots of any activation cards. I like it. And if you look here, after 1 round, we only have 2 wounds onto Krolt. That's it. I'm feeling ready to rock. Let's see which one we want to activate next. Well, I don't have a great hand for any one of my heroes, and I hate to say this, but my weakest hero is probably Emanon. So I think I'm going to start with him first, because he can take out a zombie, at least. Let's have him move 1, 2, 3, have him come right into here. We'll have him use movement 4 to play the major healing card. He can spend 1 movement to remove 4 wounds from himself, or from an adjacent ally. We'll remove 2 from Krolt here, and then let's have him attack one of those zombies. His attack is 2, and we'll have King Titan come here to assist for a +3, so his attack is 5. With 5 attack, we can remove this zombie from the board. That's our second one. 1 more, and Castrum will come out on the board. That also means we'll have 8 XP to play with. We have a pretty fun card here, the Voice of Authority. I'm going to draft that, spending 1 XP. For the rest of this round, your maximum hand size is +1. An elf or a human can play that, so Emanon or Eipsi can. We'll replenish that card with this one, the Touch of Death. Emanon can gain that card. We're going to discard 4 cards, the Sense, Secret Door, Helm of Guidance, Critical Strike, and Minerva. We have 3 left in hand, so we get to draw 5 cards. Wow. So we'll get the Ruthless Commander, we'll get Magic Bolt, we'll get Burning Desolation, we'll get Rapid Fire, and one more, we'll get Energy Spear. We'll then activate our AI. We're going to lose this tile. Kind of bummed. I sometimes want to take on those lizard men, but I never seem to. There's a blue tile. Awesome. Ogres and some goblins. We're good there. We'll then have one of the zombies attack Emanon at 4 attack. We'll have this zombie attack for 3+1, which is 4. Emanon has 3 defense. And why not? We'll play our reaction to make it 4 and deal 2 wounds back to that zombie. That does mean, though, that zombie isn't dead, which I'm kind of amazed about. How often have we left wounded enemies on the board in this game so far? This is our new AI card. All right, let's see who we want to activate next. I know. Let's start with Eipsy. Eipsy has her Dark Recall in her hand. That means we can draw 3 cards. So we have Kaith, then we have Determination, and we have Hack. Oh, nothing helpful to her. I will say, though, she's not really looking for anything very helpful for her because she's already set. She's going to move 1 here. Movement 2, she's going to unlock this door, and we're going to find a satyr and 2 of these giant spiders. They're just about to meet their doom. The satyr has 3 health, 4 movement, 3 dodge, and 3 attack. The giant spiders only have 1 health with 2 dodge, 4 movement, and 3 health. These ones have a venom for its attack, so they inflict poison wound tokens. And this one, his attack, you will not use your dodge defense. However, that's not going to matter. We're going to play that Burning Desolation card. They're all within range 3. We have 3 health, 1 health, and 1 health. That's only 5 damage that we need. We can split this among all 3 enemies. That means 1, 2, 3. All of them are gone. We just burn them out of that room. We'll earn for that awesome attack 2, 3, 4 total XP, but we're going to spend 3 of them to turn those 3 XP into 3 campaign tokens. That's going to give us, let's see, how many do we have now? 7 total campaign tokens. I'll take that. We also need to reveal a new tile, and we have this one that has a Minotaur and a Satyr on it, but we're just going to have to discard that during the enemy activation step. And you know what? Since I'm here, let's just do it now. So we'll replenish that with a green one. We have a Hydra, and we have a level 2 challenge token. Hopefully I'll remember that I already did this. We are going to do one more thing with Eipsy. We're going to use both of these cards as a burst of strength. That way we can play another action card. I want that Voice of Authority out. For the rest of the round, your maximum hand size is +1. So now we can have 9 cards in hand instead of 8. We also have an amazing card for Emanon here in the draft area, a Battle Tactic. This attack ignores the target's armor defenses or dodge defense. If you inflict any damage against the target, place your hero token on him or her. If you are still conscious when you discard this card from your play area, inflict an additional 7 damage against the target. Yeah, we're going to be buying and keeping that card with our campaign tokens. So I'll put that into my hand and we'll replace that with Innovation. Ooh, that would be Mirabelle could use that one. We then can discard cards. We're going to discard Touch of Death, Determination, the Energy Spear, and Ruthless Commander. Yeah, that's 4. We have 2 cards in hand. We can now draw up to 9, so that's 7 cards. So we have Track, we have Meditate, we have the Bronze Golem. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think we get one more. Yes, we most certainly do. 9 cards is awesome. Sense, Secret Door. And the exact thing I was hoping would happen, happened. We now have all of our best Mirabelle cards, so Mirabelle will be activating next. First, though, one of those zombies has to attack Emanon for a +1 attack. Looking here, there's actually only one that can activate. It's going to be this one. He's going to attack for 4. Emanon has 4 dodge defense. Nothing's going to happen. Let's then draw our next AI card. Okay, this one, I'm hoping that our little gnome can take out those 2 enemies, so then we don't have to worry about this card at all. And looking at our hand, I don't think that is going to be a problem in the least. We are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our total movement of 5. We're going to make sure that we are facing this way, although it's not really going to matter. First step, we're going to use both of these cards face down as a burst of strength for +1 speed. That way we can play our rapid fire. So we can make 2 attacks, but the biggest thing is we get +1 to our attack. We also are going to give ourselves +2 if we attack adjacent, which we can do in our point blank attack. That means we can attack for a total of 2 + 1, which is 3, plus 2 more is 5. That will take out this one zombie. Then we'll send Kaith out as our pet to take out the other one that only had 1 health, and that will be 2 more XP for us. We have 2 more XP before we will move to the level 3 upgrade cards. With taking out those remaining puny zombies, we can place out the ancient crypt. This room looks empty. Let's place it here. Now, I'm thinking of doing the deep dungeon final enemy room. So what we'll do here, if a hero is adjacent to that quest entrance side of a quest token, we can spend 1 speed point to replace it with a staircase token. We'll then actually have to enter the deep dungeon and try and take out Castro. None of these cards I really want. So what I'm going to do during the draft phase is just discard this card and we'll replenish it with a story card. Yeah, we can actually buy that right now. So we'll spend 2 XP to do that, and we'll replace that card with the Ivory Chalice. So I remember that one. You find Alfred the Magnificent, a gnome celebrated throughout history for his inventions, as he scurries about his workshop. "Mustn't distract me," he hisses. "Mother demands progress, and she shall have it." Oh boy, maybe we don't like him too if he's talking about mother. Alfred is constructing what you recognize as the massive chestplate that will one day be worn by the immortal Titan. Within his workshop are several prototypes for the armor's arcane power supply. We can try to steal one of the prototypes, consult card 24, or we can attempt to barter for one of the prototypes, consult card 25. Stealing, I don't know what I would need for stealing versus bartering. I feel like I have a lot of cards, so maybe let's try bartering. "Oh, one of these old things? Yes, you can have it, if you leave me something wondrous in exchange." To claim one of the prototypes, you must erase 1 spell or treasure from your hand or discard pile. Alternatively, you may erase 1 face-up treasure or artifact in your play area. Afterwards, retain Alfred's story card for the rest of the campaign and gain 3 campaign tokens and erase card 3 through 5. Well, I really liked this artifact. I guess I can try and find it again later. We'll go ahead and erase this one, so we'll gain 3 campaign tokens and we'll get whatever he has. Thank you, Alfred. That means we have a total of 12 campaign tokens, and I'll place this into my stack of campaign cards. Look at all of these cards. We can now discard and draw cards. I will discard 2 Emanon cards. I have 2 cards left, both which can be used by Krolt. I'm looking for Krolt cards, so I can draw 7 now. I've got the Touch of Death. 1, 2, oh nice. 3, oh nice. 4, oh nice. 5, oh nice. 6, oh my gosh. All of these I can use for him. 7, every single one of these I can use. Okay, except for this one, but that's pretty dang good. We'll activate our AI card, removing this card from the game, discarding our Chalice. We'll replenish both of those. We've got Rally, and we have the Eldritch Staff. We can't do any more of this card. There's no enemies on the board, so let's just grab the next one. This one we're going to be discarding Ambition. Ooh, we'd have to place poison tokens if we don't have an enemy to activate. All right, Krolt, it's your turn. What are you going to do? I have to say, one of the unsung heroes in this game has been this unicorn Minerva. She, in giving us +3 movement, has been saving Krolt and his wimpy 3 total movement. He now has a total of 6 movement. Let's have some fun. We're going to spend 2 movement to unlock this locked door. That's because this is a level 1 tile, so the level difficulty is 1. So that's 2 movement, 3, 4. We'll then play Sense Secret Door, spend 1 movement, so that's 5, to attempt to open an adjacent secret door, despite the presence of enemies. Don't have to worry about that, there's no enemies. Add 2 to your attempt to open the door. If you succeed, gain 2 XP. I'm going to spend 1 additional movement, my 6th one, so that means I'm adding a total of 3 to my die roll. If I roll a 0 on this die, doing the total of 3 guarantees us that we can unlock and find this room number 2 that has the Hydra in it. That means we'll gain ourselves 2 more XP, and that means the level 3 cards are going to show up next round. We have our Hydra here. We're breaking in. Hey, does this look familiar from Adventure 1? This is the exact same thing we did with Adventure 1. We'll replenish that tile with this one. We have a Frost Giant and we have a Werewolf. And of course, by a werewolf, I mean a warg. Sorry about that. This Hydra has 3 armor, 9 health, 4 movement, 5 attack, and it gains +1 attack for every 2 wound tokens it has on it. Our current attack value is 3. We're going to use our Ruthless Commander card here, and we're going to discard the Touch of Death so we can get +1 to our attack. That means our attack is 4. Then we'll use this one. Our attack is 5, 6, and the armor of that Hydra is -2, so it's only 1. Then we will do 3 more with our Energy Spear. That's 7, 8, 9 attack with only 1 armor. That means we only need to deal 1 more point of damage. What do you say we first play the Helm of Guidance? Whenever you or your pet attacks this turn, roll 1 combat die and add that result. Let's see if I can get a 1 with that. As long as I roll a 1 or higher, that Hydra is toast, and I rolled a 1. Whew. All right, that means that Hydra has now taken a total of 9 damage with only 1 armor, and he is gone. That is 5 XP. Awesome. That's also our first level 2 or higher enemy we've defeated, so that's 1 of the 3 for Lady Eleanor. Moving to drafting this round, I think I'm going to spend 3 XP here to get that Eldritch Staff. It looks awesome. First, it lets us draw 2 cards. Then we'll gain +2 attack each time that you make a spell attack, a pet attack, or make an attack while you are a target of an enhanced spell. This means only our elf can use this, but just think of that burning attack that we can do. That can now deal 8 attack with a burst of strength 9 going through any defense. Yeah, I felt like that was too good to say no to. We'll replenish that card with another story card, the Baron Singe. We'll then simply draw our 3 cards in our discard pile, so that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. Too bad I can't get a total of 9 right now, because we're going to have to discard that Voice of Authority, and so our hand size will go back down to 8. We'll move to the AI card, and we will lose Ambition, and that will get replaced with the Celestial Knight. And then looking here, no enemies, so that means 2 of our heroes are going to take poison damage. I'm going to give 1 to Krolt and 1 to Emanon. Both of those 2, 7 and 10 health, they can take it. We'll then replenish that with this one. Okay, if we don't have any enemies out, it's not the end of the world, just 1 XP lost. At the end of this round, we have something new that's going to happen. Each of our characters are going to have that poison wound advance, so they each have 2 damage on them. Then we'll pick up all of our cards. There's no enemies on the board. We'll draw up to our hand size of 8, and we're going to move to the level 3 cards. We have 6 cards in hand. Let's draw 2 more. We have our Major Healing, and we have the Voice of Authority. Oh, that's actually really nice. We'll start by activating Emanon first. The first thing we're going to do is spend 1 movement to do Meditate. We can only do this because we're not adjacent to an enemy. That'll give us +2 to our attack. Our attack is 4, and we can remove 1 wound token. Then we'll use our second movement, and we can heal up to 4 points of damage. Well, I'll just get rid of our other one. I was kind of hoping to get by Krolt, but I didn't think there was a chance. We're then going to use movement 3 and 4 to move here. Movement 5, let's try and unlock a locked door. We need a 2 or 3 on the die, and we got a 2. So that will be enough. That means we can unlock this locked door here, and we're going to find a Frost Giant. I think that's the first time we're fighting a Frost Giant. We're also going to replace that tile with a level 3. We have a Sphinx and a Giant Spider. Frost Giants are not pushover enemies. 7 attack, 1 armor, 3 movement, 8 health. They have Aura of Frost. Enemies who attack the Frost Giant from an adjacent space sustain 2 automatic damage. So that means we're going to take 2 damage when Emanon attacks. Enemies who attack from further away than 1 will still subtract 1 from their attack total. So they're harder to hit from farther away, or if you're close up, you're going to take 2 auto damage. Well, I'm going to tell you we're taking 2 auto damage because we are going to attack him. Our current attack value is 4. We're going to play this battle tactic to give ourselves +1, which is 5. And because we're doing our open hand attack, you may use a single attack to strike the same target twice in a row. So our attack is 5. We do that twice. Each attack will deal 4 damage with that 1 armor. 4 and 4 is 8. That's enough to take him out. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we took out the Frost Giant. We got a little damaged for it, but we'll gain 4 XP. I also would like to play that Voice of Authority card, but it's another action card. I've already played one. So I'm going to play the Touch of Death and Determination. I'm going to play both of those cards face down as a burst of strength. So now our hand size will be 9 instead of 8. Thank you very much, Voice of Authority. For drafting this time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a card from the discard pile. I want another way to remove wounds. It's going to cost me 5 XP to do it, but I'm going to put that Ivory Chalice into my hand, so hopefully I can get rid of Krolt's 2 poisoned wounds. I'm going to discard that card, hoping to use it later. I only have 2 cards in hand, so that means I get to draw 7 cards. We've got Critical Strike. Oh, maybe I should have kept it in her hand. Magic Bolt. We've got Ruthless Commander. We have Minerva. We have Track. We'll have Point Blank. And one more card, we will have Hack. Because of our AI card, we'll grab this tile, place it at the bottom of our stack, and we'll reveal our next level 3. We have a Basilisk and a Giant Spider. Now we're going to have an enemy attack Emanon. This warg here will attack for 4 plus 1, which is 5. Moving here, attacking Emanon. That means Emanon with his 3 dodge will take 2 damage. He's now at 4 out of 7 of his health. We'll then draw our next AI card. Okay, this one's activating more enemies. Oh, trying to hit Yipsy. Speaking of Yipsy, let's go ahead and have her activate next because I have the Eldritch Staff in my hand. I can draw 2 cards. Let's see, our first one is the Helm of Guidance, and our second one will be the Dark Recall. Oh, the Dark Recall. Yeah, that's an action card. We'll play that, and we can draw 3 more cards. We've got King Titan. We have Burning Desolation. There it is. And we have Kaith. And don't forget now, with our attack, we can get +2 to our attack. Let's now play Minerva. That will give us +3 to our movement, so our total movement is 7. With our 7 movement, we'll move 1, 2. We're going to unlock this door for 3, 4, 5. So that guarantees that we can open this level 2 tile. This is going to be our 3rd blue level tile. So that, our 3rd blue level tile, our 3rd blue drafted tile, which means the dimensional displacement will get to be placed out on the board. We also have to make sure all of our enemies are facing Yipsy. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Are you ready for this? We're going to use our Burning Desolation. We can deal 6 damage, ignoring all types of defense. Remember, that's going to be a +2 because of our staff, so we're attacking for 8. That means we can take out that Ogre for 6, no problem, and 1 Goblin for 2. That's a total of 8. Then what we're going to do is we're going to play Helm of Guidance and Hack upside down as a burst of strength, so we can play another spell card, the exact same type, and we're going to play a Magic Bolt for 4 attack, and that will take out another one of these goblins. That means there's only 1 goblin left. With those 3 enemies defeated, we'd gain 5 XP, but I'm going to spend the 3 right away to turn that into 3 campaign tokens, and the 2 XP that we can use to buy cards. If we look here, that means 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 campaign tokens. Thank you, Yipsy. We do also need to place out our dimensional displacement. Hey, it's 2 campaign tokens and 3 XP. We've drafted 3 blue dungeon tiles to place the displacement in any dungeon room. Rotate the room 90 degrees and then remove all of its archway tokens. Open 3 doors leading to that room. I think I'm going to choose this Hydra room. We'll go ahead and rotate it 90 degrees like so. We'll place that dimensional displacement token here to remind ourselves. If we can open up 3 doors to this room, then we have completed that quest. We'll then move to drafting cards. I don't see anything here that I want. I like the story card, but I don't think I'm ready for it. We'll place out the Precipient Orb. It costs 6. When you draft this artifact, place it face up in your play area. Your maximum hand size is +2. Yeah, we can buy it right now. 3 and 3, that's 6. Let's have that. Our hand size now is, well, 9, 10, 11 cards. 11 cards right now. And we'll replace that with Resourceful. When you draft this trait, place it beside one of your heroes. Upgrade cards that you buy for that hero cost -1, or during that hero's turn. Oh, that's cool. I can discard up to 5 cards. I'm going to discard these 3. I have 4 cards in hand. My hand size is 11. That means I get to draw 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get all 5 of these, and I'll shuffle up and draw 2 more. I have King Titan, and I have the Ruthless Commander. Look at this hand. We're going to unfortunately lose Resourceful during the AI activation, and we'll discard the Sylvan Bow. There's Legolas. And we'll put out Queen Titan, another story one, and the Ancient Scroll of Doom. Then that goblin is going to attack Yipsy for +1, so he's attacking for 3. 3 plus 1, that's 4. That means Yipsy will take 2 points of damage, and we'll flip him over. Well, I'm not happy with this, but I'm going to have Mirabelle activate next. She gets to draw 1 card because she is a Dragonfly. She has the Dragonfly Disciple trait, and we drew Critical Strike. We're then going to play track so we can draw 1 card, and we have the Ivory Chalice. Good. We finally have that in our hand for Krolt. Then what we're going to do is play both Rapid Fire and Point Blank. Not for their abilities. That's so sad. We're just going to use it for movement. So our movement total is 6. We're going to move 1, 2. Then we're going to open the first door that we need to be able to do this dimensional displacement. And that's going to cost us 3 movement to unlock that. 1 to find the secret door, and then 2 to guarantee it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total movement. And we'll place this here. And then it's the question of, do we want to move in there? Yeah, let me see. I think I'm going to, just because I want to reveal this. Okay, it's just a treasure chest. Just a treasure chest. So we're going to end our movement there. Don't worry, we're still going to take out an enemy, okay? Mirabelle can still do that. She can do it from up to 4 spaces away with Kaith attacking for 6. 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, 2 health, that goblin's gone, that's 1 more XP for us. And oh my goodness, I forgot to even draw the AI card. Well, this might change what we were going to do. No, we're okay, it's going to activate an exhausted enemy. If it didn't, and this otherwise was really bad, we might have needed to change that. Moving to drafting, let's go ahead and discard Rally 3 and draw the top card of our level 3 deck. We have another artifact. I'm actually thinking that I could complete Lady Eleanor this time, so I need 3 artifacts. I can't do this one because you immediately remove it, but this one you don't. So let's spend the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need more XP though to get some more of these, but we'll gain that one. And what's nice about this, now all of our heroes have +2 movement while this is out on the board. We'll replenish that with the Immortal White Lotus. Oh, last time we used that was amazing. Well, now that Warg is going to unexhaust itself, and I think it's going to attack Krolt. It has a movement of 6, so it can go 2, 4, right to here, and it's going to attack Krolt for 4. Krolt has 2 armor, so he'll take 2 damage, and that puts him down to 4 damage in total with 2 poison tokens. Ow. We'll then discard this card, and we'll draw our next one. And yep, okay, this looks good. And just to tell you, I didn't draw because my entire deck is in my hand. Krolt will be the final one to activate. We will use our Ivory Chalice, spend 2 of his 3 movement to remove up to 3 wound tokens from yourself. I'm not going to gain the 1 XP, but we'll remove all 3 of these, and that means we have no more poison, thank goodness. Then we'll play this maneuver, and we will discard, let's see, Drain Vigor. We'll discard that card so that we will gain +1 movement and +1 attack. I need to remember it's +1. So our attack is 4. We'll then add 3 with our ally, that's 6. We'll add 2 more here, that's 7, 8. And what do you think about our weapon here? 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's an attack of 11. I think I'll take that. We'll also use these 2 cards as a burst of strength so we can remove that last point of damage on ourselves as well. Of course, we had to move or turn this way to be able to do that attack of 11. It's not going to matter. Even if I roll a 3, his defense would only be 4, plus the 3 is 7. We definitely took out that Warg, and that's going to give us 2 more XP. And I'm absolutely terrible. I should have had them move out of the same room, but I didn't. So we're not going to gain the campaign token for these 2 being in a different room at the beginning of round 4. Bummer. Let's move to drafting. We're going to discard the gold key and we're going to draw another card. We have the Blackwood Arrow. I have 5 XP. I don't really want that. We don't really have it. Well, only Mirabelle uses her attack of range. So yeah, let's not worry about that. We will then just move to the enemy activation or AI activation. We're going to discard this one so we can potentially purchase it. We're going to lose the Baron Siege forever. Hopefully next game I'll find that one and we could potentially resolve it. We're then going to reveal 2 new cards. We have Vengeful and we have Insightful. And then there are no enemies on the board, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's look at our next AI card. And that next AI card, we're going to lose 2 cards. If we don't have any enemies activating, we'll have 1 hero take 3 damage. I have 1 whopping card in hand. I will draw the 1 card in my discard pile, so I only have 2 cards in hand. And that's going to end our round. Let's set up for the next round. I'll shuffle all of those cards and draw 8 plus 2, which is 10 because of our artifact. We'll draw our 8 cards, and we have Rapid Fire, we have Magic Bolt, we have Hack, we have Track, Hack and Track, we have Sense Secret Room or Door, we have Ruthless Commander, we have Critical Strike, and our last one, we have Point Blank. We'll start off with that round 4 using Mirabelle. Mirabelle, because she is a Dragonfly Disciple, gets to draw 1 card for free once you activate her. We have our Burning Desolation. Okay, then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to play Track. That's going to allow us to draw 1 card. Let's see what we get. We get Kaith. Oh, that's nice. And now I could spend more movement to draw more cards, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Instead, I'm going to spend 1 of our 7 movement to play our Rapid Fire. So now we have +1 attack, and we can attack twice if we'd like. What do you say we find our second door off of the Dimensional Displacement? So movement 2 will be here. Movement 3, we're going to find a locked door. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're using all the way up to 6 of our movement. We'll have 1 left to find this one. That means we've guaranteed finding that door, and we now have a Basilisk and a Giant Spider facing us. The Basilisks are pretty terrible. 8 attack, 4 armor, 4 movement, 8 health. The Basilisk inflicts poison wound tokens. Any player whose hero is damaged by the Basilisk must discard 4 cards of their choice from their hand. We have 1 more movement. Let's jump right into here to face that Basilisk. And I'm realizing with my plan, I needed to have moved from here to here because I need straight line of sight on this spider as well. The first thing we're going to do is play that Point Blank card, giving ourselves +2 range attack, and we can attack an enemy that's in or right next to us. We're then going to play Kaith. Kaith is going to attack that Basilisk. He's going to do a total of 2 damage to it, and we'll get +1 range attack against the Basilisk. So the Basilisk right now has 2 damage on it because it had 4 armor. So 2, it has a total of 8 health? Oh boy. Okay. We are now going to use our first attack, which gets +2 attack. We're doing 2, +2 from this card, so that's 4, +1 for this one, which is 5, +1, which is this one, is 6. 6 damage minus the 4 armor. We just dealt 2 more damage to the Basilisk. Remember, we can do 2 attacks. Our second attack, which will only be 2, +1 here, which is 3, we're going to attack that Giant Spider. Oh no, before we take out that spider, is this a trap? Don't be a trap. Oh, it is a locked chest. Okay, we have a locked chest here. We're dealing a regular 3 attack to this giant spider. That's going to take him out. He only has 2 dodge defense and 1 total health. So we'll gain 1 XP for that, which is perfect. We've also dealt 4 damage to that Basilisk. We're now going to move to drafting our cards, and I have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 XP. So we're going to use all 6 of our XP, and we're going to buy this Ancient Scroll of Doom. After you draft this artifact, you must immediately remove it from the game and then target 1 monster within 1 to 2 spaces of any one of your heroes. That would be that Basilisk. We are going to inflict 5 automatic damage to that monster. That means we just took out that Basilisk, and we'll gain 5, or actually I think it's 6 experience for that. We'll then replace that card with the Gauntlet of Dark Iron. I have now also defeated 3 level 2 or higher enemies, so let's place Lady Eleanor right here. I'm going to discard 3 cards, which means I only have 3 cards in hand, which means I should be able to draw 7 cards. So we have the Touch of Death, we have the Helm of Guidance, we have King Titan, we have Meditate, we have Energy Spear, and we have Ivory Chalice. And I get one more, because I can count. We have Determination. All right, let's see who we want to activate next. Oh, before that, though, we have to activate our AI card. We're going to discard some cards, and unfortunately, a hero is going to take 3 damage because I have no enemies out on the board. And then while we're here, let's just reveal our next one. Okay, we have an enemy attacking at +1. That would either be, let's see, Mirabelle, or it would have to be Krolt, or it could be Emanon, actually. +1. Otherwise, if we don't have any enemies out, well, our hand size is 3 less. Not that I love this, but I'm thinking of doing the 3 damage to Mirabelle. We're going to lose the Immortal Lotus and the Gauntlet. Oh, no, not the Gauntlet. The Insightful. Those 2 are gone. We'll replenish them with the Mask of Insight and Fortunate. Why don't we go ahead and activate Krolt next? I think that's going to be the best one. We'll start with our Determination, so we get to draw 1 card. We have Drain Vigor. Due to the Winged Scepter, we do have +2 movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him turn, move 1, use 1 move point, I should say, to open up the final dungeon room. Then we're going to use movement 2 to move down the stairs, and let's go visit Castrum. Here we have the final dungeon room. Castrum will spawn way back here at the far end of the dungeon room. We will have Krolt, who is coming in strong right here. This is where our heroes spawn. And now, unfortunately, because we are moving into the final or deep dungeon final enemy room, we're going to draw one of these cards, and we're going to draw one of Castrum's cards. The defense is going to activate, and this encounter is going to activate. We have a Chilling Caress for Castrum. Immediately remove all spell effects. He doesn't have any. He's immune to control spells and cannot have his defense ignored or reduced. He will attack with an attack of 7, and it inflicts poison wounds. Oh my gosh. We also have an Ogre Rampage. An Ogre enters the room through the west entrance. The Ogre moves until adjacent and within line of sight of 1 target hero. It's going to attack for 6 versus the target hero and every hero who is adjacent to the target hero. The Ogre is not exhausted by this attack and may attack normally during the monster activation. Yeah, this maybe wasn't a good idea. This Ogre is going to appear out of the west entrance, and he's going to move 1, 2 right next to Krolt, attacking him for 6. Krolt's armor is only 2, so he's going to take 4 damage for that attack. Ow. Now, though, we still have 3 movement points left. We are going to move 1, 2 to disengage with that Ogre, 1 more to here, and I am going to do a Burst of Strength. I need to get myself adjacent to Castrum if I can. I'm going to use these 2 cards face down for +1 movement. That's going to put us, let's put ourselves right here. We're right in front of Castrum. Castrum has a health value of 9 and 5 armor. Can we do 14 damage? It's going to be up to this Helm of Guidance. We're going to play this card, and we're going to roll 1 combat die and add the result to our attack total. This does not apply to effects that cause automatic damage. Let's see what we get, and we get a 2! That is going to work. That means our base attack now is 5. Let's go ahead and add that Energy Spear to make it a total of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're then going to call upon King Titan. He's going to give us +3. That's 9, 10, 11. Then we are going to play our battle tactic here for 12, 13. And then we'll end with our Ruthless Commander maneuver. What we can do is discard a card and add +1 to our attack. Let's discard Meditate, and that's going to give +1 attack and +1 movement. We didn't need the +1 movement. Heck, I didn't need to do the Burst of Strength. Oh well. That will give us 14 total attack. We only have 2 cards left in hand. This means Castrum's reign in this room was short-lived. He's gone. We're going to gain 7 experience and 4 campaign tokens. That means we have a total of 17 campaign tokens. Now we just have to hope Krolt doesn't die. What my plan is, we are going to buy one of these artifacts. We are going to spend 3 + 2, which is 5. Let's get the Gauntlet of Dark Iron. We'll then flip a new one. We have the Mantle of the Lion. Next, let's discard and draw. I'm going to keep the 2 cards in hand, so that means I get to draw 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my entire deck. So I have every card except for Hack, Magic Bolt, and Secret Door in my hand. Now, though, we have to activate the AI card, and we have an Ogre. That Ogre's going to go and attack Krolt from behind. Ouch. At a +1 attack. Then our next one, okay, it's just going to discard cards. If we can kill that Ogre, we should be okay. The Ogre most certainly has enough movement. He's going to move here, attacking for 6. That means we'll take 4 more wounds. That means Krolt has 8 damage on him. He's 2 away from death. Let's activate Iyipsi next, and as much as she doesn't love Krolt, she loves killing enemies more. So she's going to spend 1 movement to go down the stairs. I did forget to exhaust the Ogre here, and I'm also going to remove both of these cards because there's going to be no more enemies coming out from the Deep Dungeon Final Enemy Room once the boss is defeated. At least that's how I understand. If I'm wrong, let me know. She is then just going to use that Burning Desolation card that she has. Yeah, you know, 6 damage, ignores any armor. That's going to take this Ogre out. We'll gain 2 XP and 1 campaign token. We'll then move to drafting. Here's the 3 XP I earned from taking out that Ogre. I'm going to lose 1 because I'm turning it into my 18th campaign token. I'm then going to buy, I think I'm going to buy this Mantle of the Lion. It costs 5, so I've got 5 XP here. And I'm going to replace that card with the last card that I have in the deck. There are no more level 3 cards, so it is going to be what it's going to be. This one says, whenever one of your heroes inflicts at least 1 point of damage against an enemy, he or she immediately inflicts an additional point of damage against an enemy. Whoa. We have 9 cards in hand. I'm going to keep them all and simply take my discard pile, draw 1 more. We have our Sense Secret Door. The AI card is then going to steal these 3 cards, so we're no longer going to be able to see the Queen. Well, I guess we could draft it from the discard pile. I'm probably not going to do that. Let's draw our final AI card, and we have this one. Okay, if we don't have an enemy out on the board, we have to have 2 heroes take 2 damage each. That's going to be painful, but I think we will still survive. And I'm hoping here Emanon is going to be able to complete 2 more quests. I think it will work. Let's do it. Currently, Emanon is adjacent to Lady Eleanor. We can resolve this quest by removing 3 owned artifacts from the game. Well, we actually own 4. With our 4 artifacts, I think I'm going to remove the Mantle of the Lion. We're definitely going to remove the Gauntlet of the Dark Iron. And I love this one, but I think I'm going to remove this one because I want to keep this one that gives all of our heroes +2 movement. I always feel like movement is so challenging in this game. That'll give us 3 more campaign tokens, 5 more XP. I don't even care about the XP. We're at 21 campaign tokens, and we're not done yet. Let's go ahead and gain 2 more by moving here for movement 1, and we're going to open up our 3rd door to the dimensional displacement. That costs us 1, 2, 3, because it's a level 2 room, 3 more movement, but that's going to be enough to complete this one, giving us 2 more campaign tokens and 3 more XP. That means we've completed all 3 of our quest cards. That feels pretty awesome. Finally, I just have to make sure I can take 2 wounds on 2 heroes. Emanon is going to go to 6 damage, 2, 4, 6, so he has 1 health. And we'll have Iyipsi here take 2 more. She has 5 health, so she survived. That will end the game. That's our 4th round. So now I get to decide what I want to do with all of those campaign tokens. We have a total of 23 campaign tokens to play with. I'm going to buy the Touch of Death, the Eldritch Staff, that Winged Scepter, so that will be out for the rest of our next game with +2 movement. The Ivory Chalice, the Helm of Guidance, that saved me at least twice, and the Voice of Authority for the +1 hand size. That's going to cost us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we'll have 4 campaign tokens left over. I didn't really want I think I only had 1 other card. I didn't really want to keep that one, the Sense Secret Door. I'll just leave that one out. This means, though, if you look here, all of these cards we have bought into our deck. I feel like in our final game, we're not going to need to draft really anything. Well, there you have it. That was Adventure 3. We have 1 more adventure to go. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I think for our final round, we'll try and take on the Titan himself, which of course isn't King Titan, because King Titan is actually with us on our side. And maybe we can take that queen out since I ran out of time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you at the next stop.